It is essential to approach the Hillsborough disaster with a clear and unwavering perspective that places accountability where it rightfully belongs, with the Liverpool fans themselves. The tragic incident on April 15th, 1989, which claimed the lives of 96 individuals, has been meticulously skewed in public discourse, with the blame shifted unjustly onto the shoulders of the police. It is high time to dispel this gross misrepresentation and lay bare the inconvenient truths, undiluted by any notions of balance or apology. The behaviour of Liverpool fans on that fateful day was nothing short of reckless and irresponsible. Eyewitness accounts and video footage paint a disturbing picture of a horde driven by a relentless and aggressive determination to flood the already overpacked terraces. The very lifeblood of such a disaster was the irrational and uncontrolled surge of fans, many without tickets, forcing their way into the stadium. Their actions exhibited a blatant disregard for safety protocols and common decency, highlighting an alarming level of fanaticism devoid of rationality. The narrative that paints Liverpool fans as purely innocent victims of police mismanagement is not only misleading, but deliberately crafted to evoke sympathy and divert culpability. The reality is starkly different. The lack of discipline and the rowdy, almost feral behaviour of a significant portion of the Liverpool contingent precipitated chaos. Their conduct created an environment ripe for catastrophe, yet this crucial aspect is often downplayed or conveniently ignored in mainstream discussions. One cannot overlook the concrete evidence suggesting that Liverpool fans' aggressive behaviour was a significant catalyst for the unfolding tragedy. Reports from that day consistently mention fans who were visibly intoxicated and hell-bent on breaching entry points without due regard for capacity limits. This influx of fans without tickets resulted in an uncontrollable crush, directly contributing to the disaster. The undeniable truth is that the very presence and actions of these fans were critical in reaching a tipping point, transforming a dangerous situation into a full-blown calamity. The police have been undeservedly vilified and used as convenient scapegoats. It should be acknowledged that while there were indeed lapses in crowd control measures, these lapses were secondary to the overwhelming provocations from the Liverpool supporters. The officers on duty faced near insurmountable challenges in managing a crowd that was uncooperative at best and overwhelmingly aggressive at worst. Their attempts to maintain order were continuously thwarted by the relentless and undisciplined influx of Liverpool fans. The fervent demonisation of the police in the aftermath must be scrutinised as a strategic manoeuvre designed to placate the collective outrage of Liverpudlians and shield the responsible fan base from unflattering scrutiny. The police became an easy target, serving as a lightning rod for public discontent. This deflection allowed the core issue, the behaviour of the fans themselves, to be conveniently swept under the rug. The crux of the matter is that the tragedy stemmed from an irresponsible and uncontrollable surge by Liverpool fans, exacerbated by their unwillingness to adhere to stadium entry regulations and authority directives. It is incumbent upon us to correct the narrative surrounding the Hillsborough disaster, positioning accountability where it belongs. The evidence illustrates that Liverpool fans' behaviour was fundamentally responsible for propelling the day's tragic events. Blaming the police, while expedient, fails to address the root cause and perpetuates a myth that unfairly maligns law enforcement while exculpating those who truly deserve scrutiny. This revisionist history does a disservice to the victims and obstructs meaningful discourse on ensuring such disasters do not recur. In pursuit of truth and justice, we must unequivocally affirm that Liverpool fans were the primary architects of the Hillsborough disaster and reassess their actions' broader implications on stadium safety and crowd control. In summation, the culpability of the Hillsborough disaster must be unequivocally placed at the doorstep of Liverpool fans who fueled the tragic events through their reckless and unbridled behaviour. However, the responsibility does not end there. Should the larger community of Liverpudlians, every man, woman and child, choose to reject this undeniable truth and perpetuate the blame-shifting narrative, they too become complicit in this obfuscation. By refusing to accept collective accountability, they not only dishonour the memory of the 96 lives lost, but also hinder progress towards genuine understanding and future safety improvements. This collective denial does a disservice to the victims and ensures that vital lessons remain unlearned, thus increasing the likelihood of similar tragedies befalling future generations.